You're listening to CFRN, a community of believers who trade for a living. To learn more about who we are, what we do, and how we do it, call toll-free 1-866-928-3310, and we'll send you out a no-obligation information kit absolutely free. 866-928-3310. The CFRN Emini Futures Cast is now on Stitcher. Listen to us on your iPhone, Android phones, BlackBerry, and WebOS phone. Stitcher is smart radio for your phone. Find it in your app store or at Stitcher.com. Stitcher Smart Radio, the smarter way to listen to radio.
Are you ready, Steve? Andy? Yeah! Bert? Well, all right, fellas. Let's go!
You're listening to CFRN, the Christian Financial Radio Network.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/CFRN. Over 85,000 titles. Choose from mystery, romance, religion, science, technology, business, New York Times bestsellers, even children's books. You name it, Audible has it. With 85,000 titles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect audiobook for yourself or to give as a gift, and it's absolutely free. Just point your browser to audibletrial.com/CFRN. That's audibletrial.com/CFRN. And become a part of the audiobook revolution by downloading your free audiobook today. audibletrial.com/CFRN.
Hey, trader, want to get rich quick? Well, good luck with that. If, on the other hand, you actually want to learn how to trade, the place to be is www.cfrn.net. Tune in Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern for our daily devotional, and then spend the next 3 hours learning how it's done from professional traders who actually trade for a living. That's www.cfrn.net. Every trading day from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. CFRN, a community of believers who trade for a living.
Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to the CFRN Emini Futures Cast. This is the daily broadcast of Indeterminate Length, where we discuss all things Emini, along with some really big ideas on the finer points of trading gold, bonds, crude, sugar, the euro, and even T-bills. Joining us today from our studios in Boston, Mr. Michael Borth. From our trading desk in Chicago, Mr. Burton Schlichter. Now, to get things started, let's go to our host and founder in Studio A, overlooking South Mountain, America's largest city park. Here's Dwayne.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. Today is Monday, 11th day of May, 2020. Thanks so much for joining us. Whoever you are, wherever you are, we're just glad to have you right here, right now. If you can't see the screen I have up, go to our homepage at cfrn.net. On the right-hand side of the page, click the big microphone, follow the instructions. You'll be registered in about 30 seconds, and that will give you one-click access to the show each and every day. On the days you're out of the office, away from the desktop, point any internet-connected browser to cfrn.net/live. There you'll find a live, real-time simulcast of the show as it unfolds. Also, during the show each day, we stream live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Let's open with a word of prayer. Father, we know that everything is in your sovereign control. We thank you for your mercy and for your grace. God, we ask that you keep this virus from continuing to spread. We pray that you would give government officials the ability to safely handle people, those here in America, those arriving from other countries. Lord, help people decide to stay home instead of traveling or going out needlessly. But as we reopen the country, we have to travel to our jobs. There are certain things that we have to do. But I pray, God, that we would do this with discipline and with patience. Let it unfold according to your will. And while it may be heartbreaking, comfort families as they continue to be separated from friends and family members. You are our refuge and our strength. You are, God, our ever-present help in time of trouble. So based on your word, God, we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the sea. We put our faith, our hope, and our trust in you. In Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, guys, let's take a look at a chart on this Monday. Let's jump over to the S&P daily chart, where we currently have a daily doji. Now, the pandemic sell-off kicked into high gear on February 27th at a price of $32.72. That's based upon our way of measuring the market with our indicators. That took us to a swing low on March 23rd, and that swing low price was $21.74. If I draw fibs from the swing high to the swing low, we can see that we're sitting above the 50% retracements, just below the 62. Now let me take those fibs off just to clear up the screen. The swing high that was put in on April 29th, we reached a high of 29.5975. When price could not break through that resistance, price went in search of support, which it found at the BBC. When we approach from below, we expect resistance like this. When we approach from above, we expect support like this and like this. So currently we sit between resistance and support. One of two things will happen. Yeah, one of three things perhaps. We'll overcome this resistance, and the next area where we anticipate good resistance would be this previous swing high. That's one option. The second option, we pull back to the BBC. It holds as good support, which will send us back up to test this area of resistance once again. And then the third would be that we pull back to the BBC, it does not hold, and we then drop in search of support. We have potential support here. There's a potential for major support right here. The price where we actually had the bullish cross, and recent price action has created this area for potential support, and even this little area right here. So, I mean, those two are, so close together that you could just consider that one area. But what I'm highlighting is the swing low of this candle, the swing low of these two candles. Whenever you approach previous resistance, you anticipate it to be resistance until proven otherwise. And when you approach previous support, you anticipate it being support again until proven otherwise. That's the daily look. Let me give you the numbers from around the world, the cash markets, the indices as they're called. Let's see how the rest of the world is faring. Pull in some fresh data. All right, starting here at home. The Dow is currently down 150 points. The NASDAQ is up 39. S&P 500 is down 7. And the Russell 2000 is up 14. The only mover and shaker there would be the Russell. That's a drop of a little over 1%. The NASDAQ is the one market that's sort of bucking the trend in the indices. Typically the indices, the Dow, the NQ, S&P, Russell, they tend to travel as a pack in the same direction. Now there's no one particular market that always moves first. There's not one particular index that you can watch, and when it starts to move, then you can trade the others, because you never know which one is going to move first this time. But today is unusual in that we're green on the NASDAQ by 39 points, and the other indexes are in the red. Again, the Dow down 150, S&P 500 down 7, and the Russell 2000 down 14. In the commodity basket, crude oil down 14 cents, trading 24.60 last. Gold down $17.10, trading 16.9680 last. That's a drop of 17%. I'm sorry, we're down $17. That's a drop of almost 1%. In the Asian markets at the close, Nikkei posted a gain of 211 points, gain of 1%. The Shanghai dropped half a point, and the Hang Seng gained 371 points. That's a gain of 1.5%. And in the European markets at the close, FTSE was up 3 3/4 points. The DAX was down 79. The CAC was down 59. And the only mover and shaker in the European markets was the CAC. That's a drop of a little over 1.25%. In the Asian markets, the mover and shaker there, well, we had two. The Nikkei up a little over 1%, and the Hang Seng up a little over 1.5%. So that's a mixed day in Asia, a mixed day in the UK, and so far it's a mixed day here in the US of A. So Michael, if you're ready, Michael will give us a recap of everything that happened this morning in the live training room. And if Michael's not quite ready yet, then I will go ahead and drag up into the viewing area the Concierge Trade Alerts from last night. And if you would like to grab a screenshot of those, you're welcome to do so. Okay, so last night Concierge Trade Alerts came out at 7 p.m. Eastern. Now, if you're wondering how to take a screenshot, I use the snipping tool. It's built into Windows 10. I'll just click New, position my mouse, hold down the left mouse button, drag it across, release the mouse button. Now, if I hover over the image, I can right click, I can send it if I wanted to. I can simply copy it to the clipboard to paste it somewhere else, or I could save it as a image in my pictures folder. Okay. Is that you I heard, Michael?
Yes, I am here.
Okie doke. Well, if you're ready, we're ready for you.
Okay. I am ready. Alright, let me bring everything over here. And show my monitor.
Okay.
There we go. Alright. So,
All right.
for No News Day.
Got you
we
locked
had-
and loaded. It's all yours.
Okay, here we go. Let me get this part ready too. That. And this. Okay, here we go. Good afternoon, everyone. Today's Monday, the 11th day of May, 2020. If you're going to read the spreadsheet, you got to read all the CFTC risk disclosures down at the bottom. Today, as I said, is the 11th day of May 2020. We made 18 ticks in the euro, 3 ticks in crude, 10 ticks in gold, and 4 ticks in the ES. That put us at 292.5 on the morning session. Today it took 38 minutes and 6 trades to get to the goal for the day. At that point, we're up $108 a contract, and we took a total of 10 trades. Now, if we scroll down to here, you will see that we have $1,960 a contract so far this month. That's over 7 days, averaging $280 per contract per 2-hour day. If we go all the way down here on the year now, we're $32,295 a contract. That's over 85 days, averaging $379 per contract per 2-hour day. Okay, you got to keep that 2-hour day thing in mind. Okay. Now, what am I trying to get to? This right here. All right. If you have not taken a free trial with us, go to the home page at CFRN.net. In the right-hand column, it says apply.cfrn.net. Got a new 5-day free trial. You can just go down to the big green button, click on the big green button, and it's going to bring you to this page. EminiTradingSchool.com. Okay. Now, if you go to EminiTradingSchool.com, all we ask for on this page is your name, your email, and your phone number. You can fill this out if you want to, and hit the send button. Once you hit the send button, you'll be sent a confirmation link. You must click on the confirmation link. Yes, William. Okay. You just email me, or text me, or call me, and we'll just set something up. Now, on the gold, there was some pretty good opportunity here on the gold in the morning session, starting out right here. There was a nice long opportunity right there. Okay, that would have gotten you the goal for the day right there. Once we broke out of the chop, but it kept going into choppy spaces. We had a shorting opportunity here. We had one there and there, and not there. There was a short here. It really didn't go too far. then a long right there, right? Another long right there, a short there. And you see how these are just they're not really following through, right? And then we had a short over here that we took once we broke down below this level right here. And I grabbed it. But this was so fast. You know, I grabbed it and I got short and I locked in 5 ticks. You know, when I saw it went 5 ticks, I locked in 5 ticks, but it did all this right here in less than a minute. Okay. All the way over to here in less than a minute. And I locked in 10 and I was going to go lock in more, and then it just came right back up. And this is a 62% retracement, 61.8% retracement right here. And it just flew right back up there. And that's right about where my stop was at plus 10 ticks. And it took me out with plus 10. That was the only trade I did on gold today. Okay, there were more. There was this one right here, and then we got into the break. And during the break, there were trades short here, a long here. So there were a few profitable trades during the break as well. Okay. Now, on the euro, we only did 2 trades. The first one right here, we picked up 12 ticks on. And the second one right here, we picked up 6 more. There was a shorting opportunity right there. There was a momentum short. Would have been a break even if I had gotten into it. And there was another short right here that I missed. And then it just got choppy during the break. Okay, so crude oil now. On the crude, what did we get? We took 3 trades. Now we started out the day with a bunch of break-even trades. That's why it took 38 minutes today, because we started out with all these break-even trades. Okay, this was right at the open. There was a bounce off the BBC right here for a long. Then there was another right there. That wasn't a bounce off the BBC. That would have been a trendline trade right there. Then it spun around and it started going short. And on the first trade right here, we picked up 2 ticks. Then on this one, we picked up 1 tick. We missed this one and picked up 1 tick on the follow-up. And then it just got crazy and sideways. You see all this? That's not really tradable. Even this, it's not something I would want to do. And then we get into the break. And during the break, there was 1 long trade right here and 1 short trade. Well, the first short trade was right there. The second short trade was right there. Okay, so not a lot of opportunity. I mean, we had no news events today. Wow, we broke through the weekly trading zone. Okay, you see right here, this area right here, 14.15, that's a weekly trading zone. And we had been talking about it all morning and how it was going to try to get up there. And it finally did right at the end of the morning session. But as far as trades go this morning on the ES, we had a break even, plus 4. And we missed that one. A break even. And then it finally got up to the weekly trading zone right at the end of the morning session at 11:30. And it chopped around in the zone for about 45 minutes. And it just started moving up out of there. No trade set up there though. And that was the morning session today. Okay, so So if you have not taken a free trial with us and you want to take a free trial with us, go to the homepage at CFRN.net. Right here it says free 5-day trial. Just click on that and you will be brought to this page where all we ask for is your name, your email, your phone number, and you can fill in this. Hit the send button and you'll be sent a confirmation link. You must click on that confirmation link. Okay, if you don't click the confirmation link, we don't know that you took the free trial. So you got to do that. Okay. Spreadsheet one more time. If you're going to read the spreadsheet, you got to read all the CFTC risk disclosures down at the bottom. Today is the 11th day of May, 2020. Today we were up 18 ticks in the euro, 3 ticks in crude, 10 ticks in gold, 4 ticks on the ES. Put us at plus 292.50 for the morning session. Today took 38 minutes and 6 trades to get to the goal for the day. At that point, we're up $108 per contract. And we took a total of 10 trades this morning. So on the month now, we're up $1,960. That's over 7 days, averaging $280 per contract per 2-hour day. On the year now, we're up $32,295. That's over 85 days, averaging $379 per contract per 2-hour day. Okay? And with that, we can pass it all back out to fabulous Phoenix, Arizona, Studio A, overlooking South Mountain, America's largest city park. Dwayne, if you are ready.
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, let me see if John made it in yet. Today is Monday. No, John did not make it in yet.
This is a 5-minute chart, guys. I was just taking a quick look at. Yes, on the 30-minute, we were waiting all morning for the price to pull up to the BBC, where we had the potential for good resistance. We had, let me just flip it over and show you. We had price pulling up to the BBC, which we expect to be good resistance until it isn't. This candle closed above the BBC, so never gave us a kind of a signal to go short. But also right here, I'll just go ahead and spill the beans. 2914/15 is a weekly trading zone, and so price just glided right through it like it's not even there. Now, there's potential resistance overhead right here. There's also potential resistance right there. Okay, so 2 spots where we look for the market to run into obstacles that might stop this bullish advance. And what did you say the recap of the recap was again?
Oh, the recap of the recap was 38 minutes. You didn't ask. Okay. It was 38 minutes, 6 trades, $108 a contract.
Good job. Good job. Okie doke. And let's see if I have a recap here. I think Valerie might still be working on the recap.
Just about there.
Okie doke. Yeah, no rush. Take your time. And I already pulled up the alerts from last night so that everybody could get a screenshot. Alright, so last night we were looking for, alright, here's the, right here, this candle is the Globex open. Okay. That's the Globex open, and the alerts got out at 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's going to be that candle right there during the life of this candle. And the alert said to consider being long 29.30. pull these out of the way for a minute. Clear up the screen. Now, again, these are two areas for potential resistance. Important prices, important areas are almost always tested. So on the initial trigger at 29.30, we made it up to 29.47. So that was a 17-point move. And I think Alexa's offline today. Alexa, 17 times 50.
17 times 50 is 850.
Okay. $850 per contract traded. Then price got back below the trigger during the 2 a.m. Eastern candle. We triggered again and we put in a swing high at 29.42. So that's 12 points. At $50 a point, that's $600 per contract traded. And then on the reverse side, consider being short 29.12. That happened right here. Okay, and from 29.12, we ran down to last week's weekly trading zone, and I'll just throw in that we also hit this week's weekly trading zone. Now the weekly trading zones go out to all of the members, partners, passport holders Monday morning, 6:15 a.m. Eastern, and then I just share the numbers with the entire CFRN audience, typically on Thursday. But throughout the week, I usually end up leaking a few of them out, as I just did. So we did not get a retrigger here. On this one, well, the initial drop really took us down to 29.0775. So that's like 4 1/4 points. Then we got back above the trigger, and we dropped to the swing low of 28.8975. So we'll call that 28.90. So that's 22 points. 22-point move at $50 a point. That's $1,000 per contract traded. Price is really on a tear here. I haven't seen any headlines or presidential tweets or anything else that supports the move up. We did mention this morning in the live training room that the NQ was heading north while all the other indices were heading south, and they do tend to travel as a pack. One of them was right and one of them was wrong. Well, it would be the NQ that was on the right side of the street, apparently, because the others have now turned and are following. As we approach this 29.30, that's an important price, important area, but we've made a really strong move up. So as we approach this 29.30, I would be cautious there. Perhaps let it poke its head up above 29.30, and then on a smaller time frame, as we teach, a pullback to the BBC that holds would then give us the green light to stay with this long to the upside. We haven't gotten there yet, though. We've got this first area for potential resistance. And this one, right? What's that one all about? Now it showed up on the 5-minute. Here. Okay. There's potential resistance there, potential resistance there, and then again there'll be potential there. But really, these types of signals we prefer to get from the 30-minute. So let's see that 30-minute, that bearish cross on the 30-minute also lines up with that swing rate there. So we've got a trigger, got potential resistance, which we're at right now. If we get up above the trigger, we run right into potential resistance, which could send price right back down for another trigger. But so far, for those who were trading with us live last night at the Globex Open, and we start each Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, and we continue right on up until Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern. Futures trade around the clock, unlike the stock market, which is open Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. Futures trade around the clock. So you're not forced to find your trade, find your opportunity. You're not.
I don't know if it's just me, Dwayne, but your audio is getting really weak.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to do because everything is set as it should be. If you want to take over for a minute, I can reboot and see if that fixes it. You want to do that?
You know what? It might be me because my cord is all wound up and there's a break in it, so it might just be me. Oh no, okay, Tim says him as well. Okay, so you reboot and I will take over in just a minute. Hang on, I'm waiting for this to go through. Okay, it did. Alright. Here we go. I'll take the charts. Yeah, let me grab the charts and I'll take over, and then, while you're rebooting, John will probably show up too. Okay.
And then when we come back, guys, we'll finish with the recap and we'll talk about it. All right, so I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna go through trades like I do in the room in the morning. Okay.